Henry VIII, Part 1a, Early Life and Marriage to Catherine of Aragon. What if I told you that before Henry VIII became the king who defied the Pope, he was known as one of the most faithful sons of the Catholic Church? When Henry came to the throne in 1509, he was just 17 years old, young, vibrant, and deeply devoted to God. His court was filled with scholars and priests, and Henry himself was well educated in theology, fluent in Latin, and a proud defender of Catholic tradition. That same year, he married Catherine of Aragon, the widow of his older brother Arthur. Their union was both a political alliance with Spain and a deeply personal bond. Catherine was intelligent, devout, and strong-willed, and for years Henry cherished her. He even wrote prayers and theological works reflecting his loyalty to the Pope. Later, the Pope himself would grant Henry the title Defender of the Faith for standing against the early Protestant reformers. But behind the love and devotion was an ever-growing pressure that haunted the royal marriage: the need for a son. In the 16th century, the survival of a dynasty hinged on producing a male heir. Catherine bore several children, but most were stillborn or died in infancy. Only one survived, Mary, born in 1516. Though Henry adored Mary, the absence of a son troubled him deeply. He saw it not only as a political crisis, but also as a sign that God might be withholding his blessing. Catherine, however, remained firm in her faith, trusting God's will and fulfilling her role as queen with dignity. For over 20 years, Henry and Catherine stood side by side as symbols of Catholic loyalty in England. Yet beneath the surface, the king's longing for a son was slowly changing his heart. This longing would become the spark that set off one of the greatest religious and political shifts in European history. The struggle for an heir will push Henry into conflict with the very church he once defended, and his break with Rome will change the world forever.